Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on a Gemini Jet United Boeing 767-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft featuring the blended winglets in their 2000 updated revised livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Easy Toys and their website address is www.easytoys.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, allow me to share you some information about the history of United Airlines and how they came about, if you would please. United Airlines is an American-based airline that was founded on April 6, 1926 in Boise, Idaho as Varney Airlines by the late Walter T. Varney, who also founded Continental Airlines. And after aviation pioneer, the late William E. Boeing, who also founded the Boeing manufacturing aerospace giant and formed his airline, Boeing Air Transport, merged his company with Pratt & Whitney to form the UATC, the United Aircraft and Transport Corporation, in 1929. And over the next 28 months, the UATC acquired Pacific Air Transport, Stout Air Services, Varney Airlines, and the National Air Transport from an airline consolidated merger, and as a result, the airline was formed from the UATC, the United Aircraft and Transport Corporation, on March 28, 1931, and became what is known to the world today as United Airlines. United is currently the 9th oldest operating airline in the world, based on foundation date after KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, Avianca, Qantas, Aeroflot Russian Airlines, Czech Airlines, Finnair, Tajik Air, and Delta respectively. It is also the 3rd largest operating airline in the world when measured in terms of fleet size and number of routes, as well as the 4th largest operating airline in the world when measured in terms of generated revenue, as well as in terms of the number of passengers carried. Whereas the headquarters of United Airlines is located in the Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower, located at 233 South Wacker Drive in downtown Chicago, Illinois, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Chicago O'Hare International Airport, which is located approximately 14 miles northwest of the downtown district section of Chicago, Illinois. United Airlines also has operational hubs that's located at Denver International Airport, located in Denver, Colorado, Guam AB-1 Pat International Airport, located in Guam, Houston Bush Intercontinental Airport, located in Houston, Texas, Los Angeles International Airport, located in Los Angeles, California, Newark Liberty International Airport, located in Newark, New Jersey, San Francisco International Airport, located in San Francisco, California, and Washington Dulles International Airport, located in the Washington, D.C. suburb of Dulles, Virginia. United is also the world's largest operating airline based by the number of destinations served. As of January 2022, or at the time of this video review posting, United Airlines currently flies to 342 destinations in 48 countries across 6 inhabited continents, as United Airlines is one of 10 airlines to own this actual distinction of permanently flying to all 6 inhabited continents, along with Air Canada, Air China, British Airways, Delta Airlines, Emirates, Korean Air, Qantas, Qatar Airways, and South African Airways respectively, with an operating fleet of 858 aircraft, which includes 54 Boeing 767s, in which 38 of those are the Boeing 767-300ERs, including this one looking at here, and the remaining 16 are the Boeing 767-400ERs, with no unfulfilled orders pending on neither aircraft type. Also, as of January 2022, or at the time of this video review posting, United Airlines is one of 150 airlines in the world of aviation that currently operates as a certified 3-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Boeing customer code for United Airlines for this particular aircraft is 22. All right, everyone. Let's take a look at the front of the box, and what you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal. You see the United billboard title, the airline's logo, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft type, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast model aircraft information and the item number information you see at the front of the box. All right, now you're looking at the back of the box. What you see there is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, as well as some more information. You also see the Boeing official licensed product decal, as well as the social media pages of Gemini Jets as well. You can pause and read that if you like. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep this moving, all right? All right, now you're looking at the top of the box, and what you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, along with the adult collectible model and warning information, as well as the item number information, as you can see at the top of the box. All right, now you're looking at the bottom of the box, which is pretty much a snap-on. I'll go into details momentarily on that, but all you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal. All right, now you're looking at the left side of the box, and what you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, the 1/200 scale die-cast model and item number information, the computer generated picture of the aircraft, as well as the aircraft type on the left side of the box. All right, now you're looking at the right side of the box. It's pretty much the same information on the left side of the box I just showed you earlier on, okay? All right, now you're looking at the front of the box, but the difference is now I got it laid down on the table so I can show you the flap information. As you see this earlier, I showed you earlier. Then you flip that up, and this is what you see. That's the foaming, the top part of the foaming packaging. And inside there is the actual model in the model stand. So I'm going to pull it out and let you check it out right now. And this is what it looked like inside of the packaging. The actual aircraft model and the model stand actually came with the model. I'm going to take all that out and show y'all individually, since there's no gear replacement doors, and we can just get straight on to the review, okay? All right, now you're looking at the actual metal model stand that I took out of the packaging that actually came with the model. Very strong and sturdy, you see there. And then you see that black pad in there, everyone. The sole purpose of that black pad on top of that model stand is not only that pad protects your model, it also prevents it from being damaged or scratched when you put your aircraft model on this particular model stand, all right? All right, with all that information out of the way about the history of United Airlines and how they came about and still operating strongly as we speak despite what's going on around us, plus all the details here at the front of the box as well as the back of the box, plus the packaging, plus the actual model stand, as well as the model. And since there's no gear replacements on this particular aircraft model, with no further ado, here is the actual model out of the packaging box. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone. The Gemini Jets United Boeing 767-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft featuring the blended winglets in their 2019 updated revised livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. All right, everyone, let's talk about this unique livery scheme that I'm getting accustomed to. It's growing on me slowly but surely, though. But I'm going to give you some information, heads up information on it anyway. It's not really that bad, so I'm going to go on and spit it on out. This is the current updated revised livery scheme of United Airlines, which was unveiled on April 24, 2019 at a special unveiling ceremony that was held at the United Airlines aircraft hangar facility, which is located on the grounds of Chicago's O'Hare International Airport in Chicago, Illinois, as the Chicago-based airline decided to embark on their next phase of its evolution process as a global airline carrier, when United Airlines decided to unveil their new corporate identity, which included a new livery makeover and an updated revised logo, as this livery scheme is actually called the Blue Evolution Livery Scheme. The Blue Evolution Livery Scheme, as this livery scheme is officially called, is actually resembling striking similarities, which resembles to that of the airline's alternative Dreamliner Swoop livery scheme that was first unveiled on their Boeing 787-8s in 2012, as well as their next generation Boeing 737 MAX 9s in 2018 respectively, with the only difference is, number one, the United Billboard title has been enlarged, as the huge United Billboard title can now be visibly seen entirely on the front forward section of the fuselage. And number two, the iconic globe logo has also been enlarged as well. And number three, the gold color that was part of the airline's previous post-merger livery scheme that used to be displayed inside of the iconic globe logo, as well as displayed as the cheek line of the aircraft, has also been ousted and replaced with the 3 different shade colors of blue, in which United describes as Rhapsody Blue, the United Blue, and the Sky Blue, as well as the color of Runway Gray. And the first aircraft that actually begun sporting this livery scheme was a Boeing 737-300 that bared the registration ship number November 37267, as the color blue has become the predominant color in United's updated revised livery scheme. This livery scheme is also a reflection as well as a visual representation of United's ongoing brand as it continues to evolve as an airline, while at the same time staying true to the history it has actually developed as an airline since 1926 of serving customers proudly from around the world, as the Chicago-based airline is expected to have their entire fleet painted in this updated revised livery scheme by the end of 2026. United's updated revised Blue Evolution livery scheme was actually created and designed by United Airlines, who also collaborated with the consultancy firm of AkzoNobel, whose global headquarters is located in Amsterdam, Netherlands, whereas its North American headquarters is located in Nashville, Tennessee, and Avion Graphics, whose global headquarters is located in Burbank, California, respectively. All right, so with all that information out of the way about this unique looking livery scheme on this aircraft, let us get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details on the rest of this aircraft. Shall we? Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side is where we're going to begin the front of the aircraft, starting with the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on there, 676. And then you see the Peter tubes and the static port. You see the radon nose cone, the windshield wipers, and the cockpit windows. Please stay tuned. I'll give you a better visual view of those details later on in the review. But more important, between the cockpit windows and the L1 entrance door is the Star Alliance decal, which is this decal you're looking at right here. And United joined the Star Alliance along with Air Canada, Lufthansa, SAS Scandinavian Airlines System, and Thai Airways International as one of the 5 founding members on May 14, 1997, which consists of 26 airline members from 5 inhabited continents. All right. And then you see the sorry about that, y'all. Then you see the shared purpose slogan of United, connecting people and uniting the world, which is this right down here. I'm gonna bring it up closer. Check. Hold on. All right, there it is. That's the slogan right there. Okay, I won't get too close because it'll blur up the vision. Okay, and this is the newly updated slogan for United Airlines, as the airline continues to play their role from an airline/customer service perspective each and every day to go above and beyond the call of duty to unite the world by connecting people to the moments that matter most, as United strives to become the best airline for their employees, their customers, as well as everyone else in between that the airline serves from around the world respectively. All right. All right, you're still looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port side. You see the United billboard title painted in United blue, you see there. And then the cheap line is in Rhapsody blue, as I mentioned there, right there. And it curves all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. Check that out. Awesome. You see the underbelly, the aircraft is in runway gray. I'll show you that later on in the review. Please stay tuned for that part, all right? All right, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft, and underneath the wings, you're looking at the outer landing bogey gears right here. You have a better visual view of them, including the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. But more importantly, you're looking at these big, nice engines right here. That's all painted in United blue there as well. And these are the Pratt & Whitney PW4056 turbofan type engines that are used on this particular United Airlines Boeing 767-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft. You also see the engine cones right there. And we're going to turn this aircraft model around and going to find out if the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check out and find out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port/left side, featuring the engine strike/air deflectors there. And now, do the turbofan blades do spin? Let's find out. Unfortunately, no, they don't. But on the in-flight models, they spin, okay? And certain JC Wing ones. But these do not spin on here. That's the only downside of this aircraft model so far. Everything else is intact. And then you got the inboard landing light right here, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears, which includes the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard/right side of the aircraft, featuring the engine strike/air deflectors there as well. And unfortunately, the engine blades do not spin on here, but they do look realistic and appealing, to say the least. And you see the inboard landing light right there on the edge of the wing on this side of the aircraft, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears on this side of the aircraft, which includes the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft. We got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the radar nose cone, and underneath there is the 767-300 variant. I'll show you that better visual view of that later on. There's the cheat line painted in Rhapsody blue, as well as runway gray there. And then you see the landing gear doors. You see the landing gear lights inside of the landing gear doors, the landing gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears. All right. All right, now you're looking at the wingtip device on the port/left side of this aircraft. And these specialized wingtip devices are actually called blended winglets. And the sole purpose of these blended winglets is to increase total efficiency by reducing vortex interference and drag with laminar airflow near the tip of the wings, which enhances the payload range performance, resulting in decreasing fuel consumption by 4 to 6%, as these blended winglets were actually created and designed in 2002 by Aviation Partners Boeing, whose global headquarters is located in Seattle, Washington. However, these blended winglets wasn't actually installed on this particular aircraft until September 2012, as the first aircraft in United's fleet that actually begun sporting these blended wingtip devices was a Boeing 767-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number November 674 Uniform Alpha, with the first pair of blended winglets were fitted and installed on that particular aircraft in March 2012 and was introduced into international service on June 11, 2012, when it officially flew from Chicago O'Hare to Amsterdam as United Airlines flight UA908. And now, as of January 2022, or at the time of this video review posting, these blended wingtip devices are fitted and installed on United's entire fleet of Boeing 767-300ERs. You also see the red navigation light right there on the edge of the wing, right next to that blended wingtip device. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the blue cheat line, the painted in Rhapsody blue, as well as the runway gray underbelly of the aircraft. I'll show you a better visual view of that later on in the review. You see the AFT bulk bin door. And then right above the windows is the actual registration ship number, November 676 UA. Registration ship number, November 676 Uniform Alpha. This aircraft is actually the 36th United Boeing 767-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft that actually entered the carrier's fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on April 11, 2001 and was delivered to United Airlines on April 23, 2001. This aircraft was also the very first wide-body aircraft, as well as the third overall aircraft in United's fleet that was also painted in the airline's updated, revised Blue Evolution livery scheme after the Boeing 737-800 and the Airbus A319-100, which was unveiled on November 13, 2019. All right, we still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and right next to the registration ship number is the actual American flag decal, which is this little decal you see right here. And this flag decal represents the country where United currently operates from as one of the major flag carrier airlines of the United States of America. And that number over there, that's got to be the fleet number. That's my guess. Okay, anybody can tell me otherwise, please let me know in the comments section. All right, now looking at the updated revised United Globe logo that's displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, which is this right here. And this was the actual logo of Continental Airlines. And after the two airlines merged on May 2nd, 2010, decided to keep the Continental Airlines Globe logo, as this logo can actually be seen on just about every United aircraft flying today. However, after United unveiled their new livery scheme on April 24, 2019, the gold that used to be displayed inside of the Globe logo was eventually replaced with the color of sky blue as the newly replacement color. That's the sky blue right there. The light blue, that's the United blue there as well, and that's the sky blue right there as well. All right, now looking at the back of the aircraft, what you see is the APU exhaust hole, which literally stands Auxiliary Power Unit. And there is a hole there. Let's check that out. See there? As well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There it is. The United Boeing 767-300ER featuring the blended winglets in their 2019 updated revised livery scheme from the rear view angle. Awesome. All right, now looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard / right side, we see the front nose landing gears right here, the landing gear struts, the landing gear doors, featuring the ETOPS information, some more number. I think that's the fleet number right there, 676. And then you see the pitot tubes, the static ports, what have you. And then there's the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the radon nose cone. And then you see the Star Alliance decal. And then you see the slogan, shared purpose slogan of Unite Connecting People and Uniting the World right here. As well as the front cargo container loading door, the United billboard title, as you see the nice little blue cheat line is painted in Rhapsody blue that goes all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You see that right there. As well as the inboard land light you see right there as well. All right, now you're looking at the Pratt & Whitney PW4056 turbofan type engines here on the starboard side of the aircraft, featuring the engine cones right there, as well as the side visual view of these landing bogey gears here, includes the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear door. Now you're looking at the blended wingtip devices painted in United blue as well, including the green navigation light you see displayed there next to the blended wingtip device. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft. We see the Rhapsody blue sheet line that comes all the way back to the rest of the part of the aircraft. The underbelly and runway gray you see there. You see the rear cargo container loading door, the registration ship number, the American flag decal, as well as the United updated logo displayed on this tail fin of the aircraft you see there as well. All right, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one special feature, which is the rolling gears. So we're going to check them out right now. They rolls all right. A little stiff, but they'll do. It's okay. No squeaking though. That's good. And the aircraft does tilt, the model. And the front nose gear swivels, as you can see there, but you still gotta be careful with them. They can break off real easy if you ain't careful. So with that said, allow me to show you this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's begin to check it out. All right, now you're looking at the aircraft from the aerial bird's eye view. We're gonna start at the front, where you see the radon nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. You see the Star Alliance decals on both sides of the aircraft. Then you come up here, you see the anti-collision beacon light, a high-frequency antenna. You also see the United titles on both sides of the aircraft. And then you slide up this way, the ADF antennas in 3D, a high-frequency antenna, and then that's the satellite communications antenna, another high-frequency antenna, and then there's the vertical stabilizer right there, known as the tail fin. And then there's the horizontal stabilizer featuring the two little dots over here as well as over there as well. Those little dots, everyone, are actually called illuminator lights, and the sole purpose of those illuminator lights is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings and the engines from above. Now you see the wing walkway on these engines, and then you see the engines right there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet on this side, the aircraft painted in United Blue over here as well. Now let's check out the engines and wings on this side. There's the engine right there, the wing walkway, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. Then the fuel dump valve, and then there's the blended winglet on this side of the aircraft as well. Alright, now looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, we're going to start at the front where you see the radome nose cone, the 767-300, that's the variant of this aircraft. Then you see the crew escape hatch door. You see the front nose gear doors, the front nose landing gears. And then you slide here, which is all runway gray, it's just painted. A couple more high frequency antennas there. Anti-collision beacon light, the hole where the stand goes in at, the Gemini Jet's title, another high frequency antenna, there's another high frequency antenna, the pressure relief valve, and that's the tail skid bumper. And the sole purpose of that tail skid bumper is to prevent the aircraft from being damaged when it takes off or when it attempts to land at a certain angle. And then you see the APU housing doors underneath here, and there's the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now let's check out the gears over here. It tilts, okay. And then you see the engines right there. That's wings underneath. Choose the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet on this side of the aircraft. Let's check out the gears over here. Tilt a little bit, okay. See the engine right there, as well as the wings underneath over here. Includes the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet on this side of the aircraft as well. Alright, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in its entirety in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that nice looking metal model stand that actually came with the model. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. Alright, finally got this model on stand, no problem, no hesitation. As you see it being displayed in the takeoff landing position, it's being viewed from the port side of the aircraft. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft with the model on stand being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the front view angle. You see the blended wings on both sides, the port side as well as the starboard side of the aircraft, how they flex off a little bit. Now you see this model being viewed with it being displayed on the stand and in takeoff landing position, being viewed from the starboard side of the aircraft. And finally, you see this model on the stand being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the tail cam angle. Alright, since there's no gear replacements for this particular aircraft model, I'm going to go ahead and take this model to stand and go ahead and wrap up this model review. Alright, let's talk about the seating configuration on this aircraft. United has 3 configured cabin layout versions that they actually use on their Boeing 767-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft. However, on this particular United Boeing 767-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft, it seats 214 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 1 to 10, which will be from here to about right here. No, about right here. Okay, right here. You have 30 United Polaris business class seats, row 16 to 22, which will be from here to about right here. You have 46 economy plus class seats in rows 23 to 42, which will be from here all the way back to the aircraft. You have an additional 138 economy class seats, which brings the total of 214 seats. And finally, United currently employs their Boeing 767-300ERs. I have previously utilized their Boeing 767-300ERs, mostly on international routes as well as on certain domestic routes from Chicago O'Hare to Amsterdam Schiphol, Brussels, Belgium, Dusseldorf, Germany, Dublin, Ireland, Houston Bush Intercontinental, Las Vegas, Nevada, London Heathrow, Los Angeles, California, Munich, Germany, Newark, New Jersey, Paris Charles de Gaulle, Rome Fiumicino, San Francisco, California, and Zurich, Switzerland, from Denver to Maui, Hawaii, and Newark, New Jersey, from Los Angeles to Honolulu, Hawaii, Newark, New Jersey, and New York, JFK, from Houston Bush to Buenos Aires, Argentina, Chicago O'Hare, Frankfurt, Germany, Honolulu, Hawaii, Lima, Peru, London Heathrow, Munich, Germany, Newark, New Jersey, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, San Francisco, California, Santiago, Chile, and Sao Paulo, Brazil, from New York, JFK to Los Angeles, California, and San Francisco, from San Francisco, California to Chicago O'Hare, Houston Bush Intercontinental, Newark, New Jersey, New York, JFK, Paris Charles de Gaulle, and Washington Dulles, from Washington Dulles to Amsterdam Schiphol, Honolulu, Hawaii, Los Angeles, California, Paris Charles de Gaulle, San Francisco, California, and Sao Paulo, Brazil, and from Newark, New Jersey to Amsterdam Schiphol, Athens, Greece, Barcelona, Spain, Brussels, Belgium, Berlin, Tegel, Germany, Chicago O'Hare, Denver, Colorado, Geneva, Switzerland, Hamburg, Germany, Houston Bush Intercontinental, Istanbul, Turkey, Frankfurt, Germany, London Heathrow, Los Angeles, California, Lisbon, Portugal, Madrid, Spain, Manchester, England, Maui, Hawaii, Munich, Germany, Naples, Italy, Nice, France, Palermo, Italy, San Francisco, California, and Zurich, Switzerland. Those are the routes. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model. I'd like to know, you got this model or you plan on getting it? Please snatch it if you can, because this model has become very scarce to find it as we speak. So that's it. Take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.